Friends, we'll learn Xnpv function and see how it is different from NPV. So what happened? NPV assumes that the future cash flow takes place at the end of the year or the period. What I mean is that if today is 1st of January, like you see first example here, 1 lakh rupees of investment is there. If today is 1st of January of year 2020, then we assume that the next investment will yield or deposited will be on the 1st of January 21, then next 1st of January 22, then next 1st of January 23, then next 1st of January 24, and then next of January 25. But in real life, these dates are not fixed and they are variable and they can happen at any point of time. So that problem is solved by Xnpv. So I repeat, NPV calculate the future cash flow in today's time on the basis of the end of the period, but Xnpv solves it on the basis of the date, the actual yield of the date. Let us see what is the difference between the two. In the first case, we have to calculate the today's NPV for the above investments and yields. I'll write down that equal to, and we'll have the first value. We'll do not add that to the NPV because that is actually a value of today's, and then we'll calculate the other values in the terms of NPV by selecting them one by one with a rate of 9%, and then selecting all other values as we have to calculate the time value of these things in terms of today. It comes out to be 15,704. Now if we go here and calculate out these in terms of Xnpv, then we have to write down equal to Xnpv bracket open, and our rate is 9%. We put a comma here, and then we have to have the values. We'll select all the values, even the value that is being today is 1 lakh, that we also have to select, and then we put a comma, and now we have to select the dates also, because on the basis of the dates it calculates the value. So it in actual real terms consider time value of money, and it comes out to be 25. So you see there is a big difference between the two. In the first case, NPV was considering it on a periodic basis, like a gap of exactly 1 year. Whereas in the second case, there are the dates and the gap is uneven. It is not fixed or not periodic. And one thing I would like to more here is, here I have put in a symbol of rupee and here it is a symbol of dollar. I just want here to depict that whether it is a rupee or a dollar, the formulas and functions will remain same for all types of currencies. It is the value that matters. The currency sign you can change by yourself in whichever the way you want to. For example, here it is 32. I'll have a format painter and click it on here, and the currency sign will change at this place. Let us have another application of this. Again, we have explained here that NPV helps the value of cash flow on a periodic basis, whereas Xnpv helps in determining the present value on a non-periodic, non-regular basis. Here the rate is 6.3%, and there are investment of 4 investments, where in the first we have to put in the money, and there is a cash flow of in the next 3 intervals, which are irregular intervals. So our net cash flow is, we have to have alt plus plus or alt equal to for 2 times, that is a shortcut, and it shows that the yield is around 1850. Let us see in terms of NPV, which assumes this on a periodic. Periodic means if the first value is 19th Feb 21, then next value it consider as 19 Feb 22, 19 Feb 23, and 19 Feb 24, whereas you say the dates are different. To calculate NPV here, we'll write down equal to, then we have this 2000, then we'll put a plus sign, then we'll write down NPV bracket open, we'll select our percentage 6.3%, put a comma, and select the 3 yields that are on different time period in the next coming days, and press enter. So in this basis the yield is 1332. Now let us calculate on the basis of Xnpv, that calculates on a real time on date basis. That is on a daily basis it calculates the value. If there is a gap of 1 day even, it will calculate that. We will write down equal to, then we have Xnpv, we have a bracket open, select our rate, we put a comma, then we'll have our values, we select all the 4 values, then we put a comma, and then we select our dates, all 4 dates. This is the format for that, and we'll press enter. Now you see there is a slight difference between PV and Xnpv. In the PV it is 1332, where is a difference of $18, 1350. So Xnpv calculates on day to day basis.